Okay, we're back with our JC Higgins bolt action 12 gauge here. Now, of course, y'all remember from the last video, or the other video, not the last one, but the other video, that this is my brother-in-law's shotgun. And so what we're going to do is we're going to tear it apart and do a complete clean on it. Now, this stock, which is in really good shape, and the finish really isn't that bad. It kind of had like a satin finish on it, so it was pretty durable. It's got a few scratches. You know, I had visions of redoing this stock and everything. He said he wasn't interested in that, so we'll just kind of clean it up. We maybe will take a few of these out with some steel wool, something along those lines. But we'll get into it. We'll do a complete cleaning on the shotgun itself. Now, the only problem I'm running into here, guys, is this bolt. Man, it's a long son of a gun. I can't get this thing out. It doesn't come out by holding the trigger, which a lot of them do. There's no release mechanism up here, so I can only assume that somewhere down here there is a way to release this bolt. So we're going to get into it and find out. Looks like there's just one bolt right here, or one screw that's holding the barrel assembly and all of it on. So let's just kind of get into it and see what we got. The one thing that I am going to do with this is, well, it's tight, is we're going to try to do a high polish on that bolt. I think that would actually look good, so we will go ahead and try to do that. Okay, it's double stage screw. And let's see if this doesn't just lift off. Aha! And it does. Okay, good. And there we are. We got our wood stock. Yeah, a lot of dust in here. We'll take this off camera and clean it all up, and we'll just do a cleanup of this right here. Probably, like I said, with some triple O steel wool and some ballistol to get it re-lubricated, or get it, you know, re-seasoned. And see what we can do with that. Of course, here we have a main mechanism of it. We got our loading tube. This is two rounds, and then plus you can have one in the chamber for 3, and it's 2 3/4. It does not take a 3-inch Magnum round. Now, looking at this bolt, I do not see a release. This is the safety, forward and back. There's no screw here. And there's nothing that seams, but it does, if you'll notice, this bolt does have a reaction to this lift, to the lift lever. Okay, so I'm betting, and if you'll look down in here, I don't know if you can see it or not on camera, but there's an indentation in this bolt, so I'm betting there's part of this that seems to, that this bolt grabs, that causes that lever to go up. Okay. So I'm be willing to bet that one of these pins releases the bolt. Now, this one obviously is the pivot for this lever. Don't know what this one does, but the way it looks, I know you can't see it, but it almost looks like there's something that's grabbing it. But it only goes down so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this pin right here and see if this doesn't release this bolt. And I'm not ready. Don't have anything ready to go. Let's see here. Might need to tap it. Let's see what we got here. Okay, it's just a little pressure. Very small too. Probably lose it. Okay. Comes out. Well, so much for that theory. That didn't release it. So, oh, there we are. Oh, okay, I see now. What it did is it allowed the lever to fall down. And looking inside here, okay, this pin just basically holds this lever up to keep the bolt from coming out on you. Okay, I see how it is. So that did release it. That's good. So let's set this aside. And as you can see, the bolt here, it's kind of dirty. It's really kind of sticky and got a lot of varnish on it too. Well, we're going to clean this thing up, and I think what we'll do is we'll polish this up with the Dremel, make this right here nice and shiny, leave the rest of it. Looking down the barrel, it's a mess, and then of course we can take off the very choke. It should just unscrew all the way, and it's not been cleaned in a while. It's not rusty though. So there's that. And then of course the magazine tube, which is 2, it may, yeah, okay, it unscrews. And there's the follower. It's a straight little tube. Okay, so we can clean that up. That's probably as far down as I'm going to take it, guys, and I'll clean all this up. And I'll do it off camera. And when I get ready to polish this, I'll set up the skill bench and use a Dremel. We'll see if we can't make this thing shine a little bit. Okay, guys, we're back. We got it all cleaned up. Just finished treating the stock here with Ballistol and cleaned up really, really nice. Did notice down in here, right there on the back side of this metal plate that it screws into, there was some rust there, so I put a big coat of Milcom grease there on that. I don't think there'll be any trouble with that anymore. The rest of the shotgun cleaned up pretty well. We're going to go ahead and put it back together. Now I left the bolt out, so I'll show you the procedure of putting that back in. And it's really pretty simple. We've got it all greased up. And I did not use a Dremel on this, guys, because once I cleaned it up, hey, I think it came out looking pretty good. I don't think it would look much better than this if I hit it with the Dremel anymore, so I just left it. I think it came out looking pretty good the way it is. So we're just going to slide the bolt back in. The lever needs to be all the way down, and put the bolt in. Then at this point, let's turn this around so we can see it, and I hope that was on camera. I'm going to take it back out. We're going to go ahead and we'll slide the bolt in and send it home, lock it down, and the lift lever is right here. Now we're going to put it back up, and as you can see through this hole here, this little pin, literally I think its entire function is to keep this lever from going down too far, so that whenever you do not, or so whenever you get ready to bolt it, you can't pull the bolt all the way out. I think its whole function is to keep that lever up, because this lever being up is what keeps that bolt inside. Okay, so it can either be forward or back as long as we've got room. Let's go ahead and send it on home. Push it up till we have a clear hole. Just kind of push it through, and then on the other side we have our little clip, and we'll just push it on. I think I can use my fingernail and do this. Yep, there it is. It's on. And that's it. There's the action. Works good. So, from here we're just going to go ahead and drop it back down into the stock. Start our screw. Make sure it's seated all the way to the rear, and tighten it down. But pretty good torque on that, not super tight. And I've already gone ahead and put the very choke back on, and so that's it. Fires. Action, that's actually pretty smooth now. It needed a good clean, and it got it. Safety works. Safety's off, and there she is. So that, guys, is the teardown put back together after it's been cleaned up of the J.C. Higgins bolt action. And I think it's a really, really nice piece. I think it came out looking really nice. The stock cleaned up really well. Ballistol, guys, it is some good stuff. You can use it on your guns too. And it's the best thing we use on wood. We use it on all of our furniture at the house. It is just some good stuff. And yeah, the first initial smell, you got that baby puke smell right off the bat. But after that, it is really good to go. So that's it. I think it actually looks pretty good. And so hopefully they'll be happy with it, and I'll get this back to them. All right, guys, that's all I got. See y'all later.